Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a plan with me for 2020. So I'm going to be going through and just getting ready for the year. I am using two different things this year. This is my full focus planner. I just pulled out a new one and here it is. Oh, look at that beautiful color. I have a whole video walking through the full focus planner, so if you're interested in that, I'll link it down below. In addition to my full focus planner, I'm also using a bullet journal system this year. I have never done that before, so it's very new, but I think it'll be good. I will also link a video of my 2020 bullet journal setup down below so you can check that out. So here are all the things I'm going to be doing today. That purple one is my old full focus planner. The red one is my new one. So basically I need to wrap up the old one, get the new one set up, and then also filling in my Scribbles That Matter bullet journal. So before I did like all the pages, so you can see like I wrote goals and I did like a little design, but I didn't actually put anything into it yet. So today what I need to do is go and fill everything out. So here's just like a little overview so you can see what all the pages look like. Oh, we're out. I also need to do my January bullet journal spreads as well. In my old focus planner, these are quarterly planners, so I used this one October through December. In the back there is a thing called the quarterly preview, and this is where you basically reflect on the previous quarter and answer all of these questions and talk about, you know, did you meet your goals? How far did you get? What are things that worked really well or didn't work really well, and all those things. And then here's like a little list of things to do to get ready for the next quarter. So setting the new goals, setting up your new planner, making sure that if you have things you want to stop doing that you do. Here is the new full focus planner, and what I need to do in this today is fill out the annual goals section, fill in the goal details. This is when you take like the 2 or 3 goals that you're doing this quarter and really map out how you want to accomplish them, and then the monthly calendar. So the interesting thing about these is that they're not numbered, so you could actually use them for any quarter or I guess any random 3 months if you felt like it. But that does mean you need to go in and put all your own things. It also has a rolling quarters page, which I'm not really going to use because I have a page like that in my full focus, in my bullet journal. And then there's like a rituals page and an ideal week page where you just kind of process through what you want to do in the morning, in the afternoon, and to go to bed, and all those things to get ready. And then that was a page, like a daily page, which I do not need to fill out right now, but I will later. So here are all 3 of the things that we're going to be getting into right now. So first step is get nice and cozy. So I got my hot chocolate, I got my puppy, you see her wagging her little tail as I come up. She is convinced that I bought this couch for her. So yeah, I pulled out my old full focus planner. This is what we're going to start with, and I am turning to the back to do the quarterly preview and reflect on things that worked really well or not really well. The last quarter of the year is really interesting because I'm a music teacher, which means that October to December is basically crazy town. So it was very interesting to see productivity-wise what worked and did not work. Once that was done, I just put my planner over here. This is the first one I've used, but eventually I would like to fill up that shelf with just planners as kind of like a ode to how intentional I have been with my life. So then I pulled out my bullet journal and started filling in those things. So I started on my goals page and just wrote all my goals for the year on the left side. On the right side, I broke it down into quarters, and so I broke down my goals into quarters. So for example, I have 2 main projects that I want to get done this year. So one of them is going to be a quarter 1, quarter 2 project, and the other one's going to be a quarter 3, quarter 4 project. This way I know that I'm still planning on doing my second project, but I don't have to stress about it right now while I'm trying to do other things as well. So this is just a way to help you accomplish things by not overwhelming yourself. The next page is called Big Crazy Goals. First, I needed to get this paper down a little. I used a glue stick and it did not work. So this is like a Tombow, I don't know what they call it, but it's like it looks like a whiteout dispenser, but it's glue or tape or something. Anyway, so on that page I wrote like really big pie in the sky things that I want to happen but will not be happening like this year. The next page you just saw my bucket list. These are things that are not really goals but that I still want to do anyway. So things like going to Chicago this year, or going and trying new restaurants, or there's a museum I want to go to, and things like that that are not like things I need to work towards but are important. Next I filled out my future log. That's where I write down any important dates. So on my phone I was checking out the school calendar so I can get all those in. And then the next page is a like travel page. So I wrote down the places that I want to go this year. The next page was a book page. I didn't actually have that much to put on here because I already had most of it on there. Then I did some like trackers for my business. So I wrote down my goals and then I split some of them up. So for example, one of my goals is to get to 1,000 YouTube subscribers. And so I made this little bar chart so I can color in as I get closer and closer to my goal. And it's just a nice little way to motivate you. And then I did the same thing on the other side with money. So I'm just going to color in until I get to my goal with how much money I have earned in my business. You can also see there's like a little oh gosh, I forgot what it's called. Little chart so that I can do each month and show how much that I made each month. I wrote down a couple of like blog posts and product ideas on the next page, and then I pulled out my new full focus planner. So first I went through those annual goals again, decided and wrote them all down. Then I decided which ones were going to be things I'm focusing on right now and did my like goal detail page, which you'll see in a second. And just really got in depth about like how I wanted to achieve these goals. You can see it here a little bit. Then I did the monthly calendar. The one thing I don't like about this planner is that the weeks start on Monday and I just cannot wrap my brain around it. So I just relabeled them with the week starting on Sunday because last year, y'all, or last quarter, I had scratched. It was a mess. I kept scratching things out because I would write things on the wrong day because I was used to seeing it a certain way. So then I made my January bullet journal spreads, which I'll show you in just a second. Fueled by lots of hot chocolate. So for my January spreads, I made like a calendar, but specifically for uploading YouTube videos and like blog posts and stuff like that. So I put them on sticky so I can move them around if I change my mind about when I want to post them. And then I have kind of like to-do lists on one side and then trackers for my habits and my social media over there on the right. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And let me know if you have any questions about my new system of planning. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.